Hi everybody, it's Kris here from the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel. Just to let you know, as always, this podcast is now part of the 90-Minute Football Network and proudly sponsored by www.pt-4-u.co.uk. Enjoy the episode. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Gallowgateshots YouTube channel and podcast. We are here for another match preview. It's getting a regular thing, this, Daryl. We're actually putting match previews out every single game.
It makes a change, doesn't it?
Unheard of, mate. We haven't even really had a reaction on the channel since the win against Crystal Palace midweek there. But Eddie Howe did it, mate. He's matched Sir Bobby Robson's record, 6 home consecutive victories. The atmosphere at St. James's Park once again, it's up there, isn't it? It's maintaining that buoyant and everybody's just chuffed at bits at the minute, aren't they?
Oh, the whole place is buzzing, isn't it? I mean, it's not just the ground, but the city. You could feel it in the build up to the game. You know, there was a nice positive atmosphere out there. You know, we had a couple of drinks outside the Shearers before the game, and it was just a nice sunny afternoon, pleasant atmosphere. Everybody looking forward to the game. And then when you got inside the ground and you saw another great display by War Flags in support of Alan St. Maximin, and the whole place was just rocking the whole night. And you know, there's noise coming from every part of the ground.
Yeah,
there's a lot of noise coming, and loads of different bits and bobs. You know, you had the lad with the flag and the leasers running across.
He's done it a few times. Yeah, he normally does it when we score a goal. He started doing it towards the end of the game.
He did. I didn't.
I think Palace were on the attack when he started doing it. I was like, oh mate, stop it.
I mean, I clocked him when he was doing the send off. I just thought that's just mint. I was just like, you know, I got into a conversation on Twitter yesterday about other things that like we haven't seen for a while, and somebody mentioned the Indian war cry, which I don't really remember, but then having had the discussion, found out he was at Leeds a couple of seasons ago when we won the championship, and I vaguely remember him being there. And then you got the other memorable figures in the ground who would do certain things like the Whistler and that, and Scud as well. I'll give him a shout as well for his for his bits and bobs. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you can tell that the place is on the rise.
It's buzzing, mate. It's really buzzing. Like you said, it's not just the club itself. It's the area, the city centre. It's thriving at the minute, mate, and it's only going to get better and better. Yeah. Like you said, the noise coming from different parts of the stadium. I was in the Platinum Club on Wednesday, and normally I'm in Gallowgate, and the noise in the Gallowgate when you sat there, it's loud, but when you get to different parts of the ground, you don't get a true reflection of what it's like, because the acoustics at St. James's Park are shocking. And like you said, mate, I got the pleasure of listening to like level 7, because obviously they were loud. Then I could hear Gallowgate, the Strawberry Corner. It's amazing, mate. It really is, and it's just a shame that now we'll have to travel away from home.
I know. It's we've got 2 left.
We've got two left. We've got Liverpool and Arsenal. Shame that the Arsenal game is on a Monday night. That is a shame, but it is what it is. We've just got to get on with it, and hopefully we'll be looking for 8 consecutive wins.
Imagine
on that one. I know. We might have a say in the title race yet.
We might well do.
So let's get straight into this preview. Norwich, obviously bottom of the league there, mate. I'm not going to say playing well, but they've improved. I would say. Gave Manchester United a good run for their money last time out. It was 3-2 because of Cristiano Ronaldo hat-trick. Had a fantastic game against them. Carrow Road is somewhere where we normally don't do too well. I've been twice, and I'm yet to see Newcastle United win there. We've normally play pretty shocking when we go to Carrow Road, but that was all under the previous ownership, the previous management.
Yeah.
Listening to Eddie Howe's press conference today, something which we do every single match day. It's probably the best 25 minutes of the day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of the highlights of the week.
It's amazing just hearing a manager speak well about the football club and the players, and listen to his preparation to the game, because he knows what he's talking about. And it's been a long time since we've had that at the club. He said that there may be some rotation in the squad, because this will be our 3rd game in a week. And 2 difficult fixtures that were just played there with Leicester and Palace. So What are you expecting those changes to be?
I think he may make a couple of rotations in midfield. I don't know what he'll do about the front line. The options are there, I suppose, but I think he might try and stick with that front three. I think simply because he'll probably think we can get at Norwich and cause them problems with those three, especially the four Miggy's now in, and with Alan, you know what you get with Alan Maximin, he's just a live wire. I think he'll probably make rotations in the midfield. Maybe you might see Joe Willock start. He's been coming on as a sub the last couple of games since his injury.
Obviously, had a huge say in that goal against Leicester as well.
Yeah. And maybe even you might just put Sean Longstaff in as well. And I think one of the casualties of that, if he does decide to rotate, will be Joe Linton, particularly out of everybody. I think he's got this injury that he's playing with and managing while we're going through the end of the season here. But I think he'll probably make Joe Linton one of those changes. In terms of the back line, I think
a lot of rumours of Lascelles coming back into the team.
I think
if that is the case, if Lascelles does get another opportunity and he's in that starting 11 as club captain, which one of the defenders gets dropped? Is it Fabian, when you're going to lose a lot of the possession, I would say, with Fabian? He likes to take the ball on little journeys now and again. So you're going to lose that if you're playing with Dan Burn and Jamal Lascelles, because both those are your old school-esque defenders. That's not an insult as such, but they're not comfortable with the ball at the feet. Dan Burn probably a lot more so than Jamal Lascelles.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think you're probably right. I think it will be Fabian that makes way if Eddie goes down that route. I think simply because from what we've seen from Eddie in his time, especially since he's had January transfer window to work with, he likes balance. So he likes, in his back four, he's got two right footers playing on the right hand side and he's got two left footers playing on the left hand side. And I made a comment a few weeks ago, I think it was before the Wolves game, where there was a bit of rumour going around about the doubt about Dan Burn actually playing in that game. And I thought the obvious choice for me would have actually been Paul Dummett, on the pure fact that he brings balance to that back four as a left footer. Obviously, that didn't come about and Dan Burn did play, but I think that would be the option in Eddie's mind simply because he likes to have balance in the squad.
I think there'll be a change up top.
Do you?
So Chris Wood has played every single game since he arrived at the club. If I'm pretty positive that's correct.
Yeah, he's played every game.
Massively influential in that 9 game unbeaten run that we went on. I think Dwight Gale will get a chance. Dwight Gale likes playing against Norwich. And I think just out of the position that we find ourselves in at the moment, where we're all but safe mathematically, I think Dwight Gale will get a chance.
I wouldn't be surprised, in anything that Eddie will do. It wouldn't surprise me, and it wouldn't make me question his decision making either. I trust him in what he's going to do, and if that's what he wants to do, then by all means.
If it is Dwight Gale that gets a shout ahead of Chris Wood, it probably changes tactics slightly.
Yeah,
Dwight Gale is definitely not renowned for holding the ball up. He's obviously playing off the last man on the shoulder of the defender. That might make it an interesting game, because obviously the ball's got to stay on the ground a lot more when it comes to that, and you want to involve your midfield a lot more in that situation. Whether Bruno keeps his spot or they give him a rest as well, it's something which it might work in our favour.
I think you're right, and I think it may even change us as like the dynamic of the team to be one, especially at Norwich, that will sit back, and then we really will look to break and get them on the counter attack, because they do like to flood forward when they attack. It's their type of football that they've had, and I think Dean Smith's carried it on a little bit. They will commit bodies forward, and if we've got St. Maximin and Almiron and Gale up front, there's a lot of pace there, and with Gale's ability to finish in the box, I think that would be perfect. A perfect suit.
A lot of shouts as well, which I've seen on social media the last 24 hours, is for Jacob Murphy to get a run out. If Jacob Murphy is to get a run out, you're probably dropping Saint, I would say. And you can't drop Miggy after he scored a goal. You can't do. Miggy's performances have improved a lot the last couple of games, so you're not taking Miggy out of that starting 11. Definitely not for me.
He's done so well since Ryan Fraser's injury, and he's really capitalised on that. And
that goal is probably one of the better goals I've seen at St. James's Park this season.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely.
Everybody thought it was going out for a throw-in, like.
Well, what it is. I didn't, he took the shot, and I thought, it's going to go over the bar here, or it's going to hit the post or something, and then all of a sudden, it just nestled in that top corner. Couldn't get any further in the corner. If he tried. and obviously we just kicked off and it all went up. And but I think it would be nice to see Jacob Murphy get a run out, especially against his former club as well.
True. Didn't even think about. Completely forgot about that. Man. Completely forgot about that. Where's his brother these days? Is he still at Norwich? He moved on the season after, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He got Birmingham.
No,
Cardiff.
I don't know if he's still there though. Might have to.
No idea. But right, let's just get straight down to it, mate. One of the things that I did want to touch on, there's a lot of fans, and this was brought up in Eddie Howe's press conference as well, saying, will Newcastle now be in holiday mode? Would you expect that from these sets of players now?
No, because I don't think Eddie would allow it.
Yeah, so this is what Eddie Howe says in the conference. He says that preparation won't drop, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect standards to drop.
Yeah,
which is exactly what I would
music
think
to
as well.
our ears, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's exactly what we want to hear.
And one of the arguments is that a lot of these players are playing for their future at Newcastle United and being part of this project.
Yeah.
So for them to start dropping performances, they'll probably know if they're borderline now. If you're going to stop drop performances, you're probably going to be out the door come the summer.
They cannot afford to do it. They want to stay here for at least another season while the transition begins and everything begins to build in terms of how we transform the club. And they really do need to play out of their skins in these last few games, whether or not we're safe or not. Well, we are safe, and I will say that, but they have to play out of their skins. And, not a lot of easy games to come up either. You mentioned there Liverpool, and we've got Man City as well, and Arsenal. These are games where they're pretty much in the window to secure their future.
You could even argue that the Burnley game as well, mate, because it looks like they're going to be fighting right time in that last game of the season, and it could be make or break that last game.
Yeah,
with the run that they're on and the unexpected points that Burnley are picking up and Everton.
Yeah,
their running is shocking to say the least.
I've said it before. I wouldn't want their running no.
Yeah. Especially with the derby coming at the weekend as well.
Oh, yeah, and then I think they've got two games. Both of their games against Leicester have still to come. Haven't played them at all yet after the cancellations at Christmas.
Yeah.
So God knows. Like I say, I wouldn't want it to be us in that situation for sure.
So let's get straight into our match predictions. There's just the two today, so they're not going to go as long as normal. This sort of video podcast. So what are you expecting in regards to performance and result, Daryl?
Touched on it earlier, and if Eddie makes particular changes that we've mentioned and we go for a more direct counter-attack type of game, then I would like to think we'll maybe be able to now draw. I mean, current form that we're in with the 3 straight wins that we've had at home in these last few games, I know there'll certainly be a lot of the crowd out there will be looking to see us take all 3 points tomorrow. However, a point away from home is a good point no matter what. So I would be quite happy to take a draw tomorrow just to keep we're ticking over again, push we're further away from the bottom 3 and help us just consolidate ahead of a couple of really, really tough games coming up.
So looking at this game on paper, and you should never look at a game on paper, but you would think, obviously, like you said, the run of form that Newcastle is on, the confidence in those players and the performances that we're seeing on the field up against a team who struggled all season and is sat dead bottom of the Premier League table. You would say Newcastle should easily stroll past Norwich, I would say. You would say that, but knowing our recent form at Carrow Road, I'm probably with you. I think the home crowd is going to have a huge say in this one, but if we get an early goal, then we could have a decent day at Carrow Road. We really could. But you just never know. You never know in the Premier League. You really don't. And I'm sitting here saying that Norwich will be fighting. As much as we're sat here saying that we're confident we're staying up, Norwich fans are probably sat there confident that they're going down.
Yeah.
So I know it's not mathematically certain as of yet, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So for me, I think me head says 1-1, but I would like to see a performance where we bag a few goals. I really would. Even if it's an end-to-end game, and it's similar to that game at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
I would like to see a handful of goals.
Yeah.
I really would. When was the last time we saw that? It's been a while since.
Yeah, we've not been known for scoring a lot of goals the last few years, and
we've been spraying the goal mouth and plenty of shots at goal and on target, but converting them to goals is something which I haven't really seen this season. Yeah. So I want a few. I want a few. So my head says 1-1. Heart 4-2.
I would take that. That would be
of course you would take it.
Of course I would, yeah. But a nice, like you say, a nice high scoring game like that. bit of entertainment for a change.
Yeah.
You know, I suppose we've probably lacked that, and I don't want to come across as overly critical. I couldn't be any further from that. But a nice, entertaining game would be quite a refreshing change from what we've seen. Although I would still take a scruffy 1-0 if it were going to win.
Of course you would. What I want to showcase now, people that did watch the match preview last week, when we were preparing for the Crystal Palace game, we had Scott with us. Scott is a regular on the channel. He will be on extra time tonight as well, which is going out at 8:30. So this is Scott's prediction. I will just play it now. So this is what he predicted for the Crystal Palace game.
Give us your match prediction, mate. What scoreline are you going for?
So like I said earlier, I don't think it'll be very high scoring. Palace don't score many away, and I'm hoping they don't score any away tomorrow, and I'm going for a 1-0 win. I think we'll score early.
Go on, Scott.
Maybe it's in the 30th minute, 35th minute. They seem to concede around that time. It seems they really kind of drop off a bit, and then they pick it up near the end. But yeah, I'm reckoning 35 minutes we'll get a goal.
35. Can you be a bit more specific, Scott? I don't like this 35.
32 minutes and 40 seconds.
So Scott predicted Newcastle would win 1-0 and score in the 32nd minute. That's good going, that,
He wasn't far off, was he?
That's good going, that, mate.
I remember, when he was wheeling away to celebrate Miggy, and I looked at the clock and I thought, I've seen Scott's prediction. I thought, I tell you what,
he's nailed it. Like,
he really did nail it. I mean, I know he wasn't completely spot on, but by God, he was close.
He's absolutely nailed it. And there was a couple of comments on Twitter straight after I was saying, has anybody watched the Gallowgateshots preview that actually nail it on that? So we thought it was only right to get Scott back on, and Scott has recorded a video for us with his prediction, and I'll just pop it on now.
Hi guys, Scott here for my prediction this week. I think it'll be a 3-0 win to Newcastle. I think we'll score in the first 10 minutes. I think we'll score around the hour mark, and then I also think we'll score in the last 10 minutes. Have a good one.
So not only has Scott predicted a Newcastle goal fest of 3 goals, he's also predicted the minutes on it again.
He's had the stats out again.
So he thinks we're going to score early, around about 10 minutes. Thinks we're going to score around about the hour mark and in the last 10 minutes of the game as well. So Scott may actually be the Gallowgateshots oracle. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out.
3-2 win, eh?
Yeah. So we'll soon find out. But that's us done, mate. Anything you want to add before we wrap this one up?
I would just like to say, like, the last time I was at Norwich, we didn't win either, so it would be nice to turn that around. You mentioned earlier the form. I think we've lost we haven't won in our last 7 visits, not since I think 2006-7. From what I remember rightly, was the last time we won down there. But I'm just looking forward to it. It's just nice.
Different team, different attitude,
relaxing.
full of confidence.
We can be relaxed now.
Pressure's off, mate.
Yeah,
pressure's off.
Go and enjoy it.
Which, just do what you do, lads. Just do what you want to do, lads. Safe travels to everybody who is going down to Norwich. We do realise that it is a pain in the arse to get there. So massive round of applause to you guys. A lot of Newcastle fans heading down there. Like I said, extra time is being recorded Friday night at 8:30. Hopefully this video will be out before then. And plenty more to come. There might actually be a live watch along tomorrow as well for that Norwich game. So might be back for that. Thanks very much, everybody. Watch what you're doing. All the best.
Bye.